Hello, Grace. Welcome back to our cover-to-cover reading plan. Today we are on May 7th reading, and we've got Psalm 12 through 17, as well as Psalm 19 through 21. Now, as I said yesterday, the Jewish teaching of the Old Testament, the Midrash, they talk about how the Torah was given by Moses, the 5 books of the Torah were given by Moses, and the 5 books of the Psalms were given by David. And so they see a deep connection between the two, and they often read them together. And in fact, we're going to see in Psalm 19 a really direct connection between the Torah and this psalm. Now, what you're going to see as you read the Psalms is there are different types of psalms. We're going to start today in Psalm 12 with an imprecatory psalm, which is a call for God's judgment on the wickedness of the world. And then we see a complaint psalm. God, why do you allow these things to happen? Why aren't you coming to our rescue? Then we'll see a psalm of refuge, of come be with us, come protect us. And then we'll see a psalm calling for justice in Psalm 17. And then we have psalms of hear our cry. So we see a lot of different types of psalms, and they often end with praise, that God is the one who is able to do this. And so we're going to take a look at Psalm 19 just to see the connection with the Torah. And so the Psalm 19 begins with creation. It talks about the creation, Genesis 1. Talks about how God has created the heavens, that they display his craftsmanship and they speak. And then it talks about the instructions of the Lord are perfect. Now, and then in verse 9 it says, reverence for the Lord is pure, lasting forever. The laws of the Lord are true, each one is fair. So that's the law. And then we see, how can I know all the sins lurking in my heart? Cleanse me from these hidden faults. And that is, we see that the sin of the Israelite people in the Exodus. And it also reflects us as well. And so this psalm is a really good connection to what the Torah teaches us. And then what we see in Psalm 20 and 21 are royal psalms about the Messianic King and what the Messianic King will do. And it says in verse 8, you will capture all your enemies. Your strong hand will seize all who hate you. You will throw them in a flaming furnace when you appear. The Lord will consume them in his anger. Fire will devour them. You will wipe their children from the face of the earth. They will never have descendants. Although they plot against you, their evil schemes will never succeed, for they will turn and run when they see your arrows aimed at them. Rise up, Lord, in all your power. With music and singing, we celebrate your mighty acts. And so this is a hopeful looking towards what God is able to do and what he will do. That he will provide a refuge, a safe place, and he will establish his kingdom forever against the world of wickedness. Now, one thing I do want to show you guys is there's this, in the NLT, there's this word interlude that you see on Psalm 20, you see that in other Psalms that we've already read. But that word is the word Selah. And many people say that Selah means stop and rest. That is not necessarily what it means. Selah is a musical term that we have actually no idea what it means. Interlude is a really good guess of what it could be, that there's music to be played throughout as there's a silent meditation on the words and a reflection on our own faults within this psalm. But that is an untranslated word. Besides in the NLT, they do interlude, but it's a word we're not quite sure what it means. But what we do know is that these psalms point us to who God is. He's a God of justice. He's a God that will bring judgment. He's a God of refuge. He helps the needy. And he is the person who's going to provide the Messianic King who will bring freedom and bring love and peace to his chosen people. I hope you enjoy reading these Psalms, and I hope you see some connections for your own life, how praying these Psalms in the way that they were intended to be prayed in conjunction with the Torah, in conjunction with the realities of human life, how praying them can help us look towards Jesus and how he fulfills each one of them. See you next time. God bless you.